In the Gospel of John, the first person to see the risen Christ is Mary Magdalene. At first, she doesn't recognize him. She thinks he's a gardener, and she asks Jesus if he knows where they have taken away the body of her master. And it says that Jesus says to her, Mary, and in saying her name, immediately she recognizes him as the Lord risen from the dead. And she says, Rabboni, which is my teacher. And then Jesus says something sort of curious. He says to her, in some English translations, don't touch me. But in other translations, it says, don't cling to me. Still others will have it more, don't lean on me. Now we know that Jesus, after the resurrection, does not prohibit his disciples from touching him, because when he appears to the apostle Thomas is in there the first time, and Thomas says, until I touch his wounds, I won't believe he's risen from the dead. When he appears that second time and Thomas is with them, he lets Thomas touch him. So this is not about not touching him. The idea here is, do not lean on me. Do not lean on your preconceived notions of who I am. Mary Magdalene sees her teacher risen from the dead, but this is more than just an earthly teacher, more than just a rabbi. This is the Lord himself, the incarnate Son of God, who has risen from the dead, not just to come back to his apostles so that they could go back to Galilee and things could be the way they were beforehand, but to inaugurate this new kingdom, this new life offered to all people. And this is what Jesus means when he says to her, do not cling to me, do not lean on me. Do not rely on your preconceived notions of who I am, because I am now here to offer something very different, something even greater than before. I am now here to ascend to the Father and take humanity to this place that it had never been, this great place of honor at the right hand of God. The take-home lesson for us, of course, is that we always have to be careful that we do not come to God relying only on our preconceived notions of who he is, how he should be, and what he should be doing. We come to him with open hearts and open minds, ready for him to reveal himself to us in the fullest ways possible, and accepting him for who he is and for where he has to take us, for the life that he has to offer us, not just the things we want from him or we expect from him, but the true depth of meaning, the true fullness of life that he has. This is the promise that we adhere to. We do not lean into our impressions of him, but we open ourselves to his will for us. And in this way, we enter into the glory of our Heavenly Father in the eternal kingdom.